Welcome to Spenelli Speaks. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Danny here. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be checking in with everybody. It is about 10 days to the end of the month and you get to find out how far behind I am. I don't know how this happens every single month, but I end up reading super slow until the end of the month, and then I'm just scrambling to get everything read. And the funny thing is I have read every single day this month except for the last two, well, not the last two, but 2 days, and I'm still so far behind. And I don't know if it's because I'm reading so many books at the same time that I actually am getting pretty far. I'm just not actually finishing anything, but it's very frustrating. So like I said, I have about 10 days left to finish all of my books. I'm going to tell you a little bit about where I'm at, and hopefully by the end of this month I can figure it out. So if you haven't already, I hope you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I'd love to see you back and tell you a little bit more about what's going on. So I have finished one book, and that was The Little Prince. It didn't take me long. It was done in one sitting. I really liked it. I will go in more depth with the review in my April wrap-up, but I did really like this. I did just do a rapid review for this video, so I'll link that above. And I did watch the Netflix version of this and really loved that as well. So that is the one book that I have finished thus far. I am almost done with Jane Eyre. I am going to finish this today. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I posted today, come hell or high water, I am finishing this book today. And you know what? Thankfully, I was watching some BookTube last night, and I was watching Katie from Book and Things, her newest vlog that she posted for her TBR clear out, and I noticed that the way she was reading was she was using a bookmark and going through the pages, and thank you, Katie. That is amazing, and I don't know why I never would have thought of that before, but that has actually helped me read faster, so much easier. I watched her video last night, and then I decided to read a little bit more before going to bed, and I tried it because I'm like, oh, that's an interesting, way to read. And I tried it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just ripping through this book. So I am so pleased to have watched that and gained that little, tidbit for myself, because it has truly helped a lot. So thank you so much, Katie, for including us in your life enough to see that you have great recommendations. So I'm gonna finish Jane Eyre today. Then I have The Wide Window that I have not yet started, but I'll be vlogging this. I do have intentions of starting this this coming week, because actually, guys, the same sense, I did find this old planner, and yes, it says 2019, but it's one of those planners that is blank, so I can really do whatever I want with it. And I have gone to the depths of putting down exactly what I want to read and how far I want to get into everything on each day. So not as pretty as everyone else's planners that they have, colored in and created great things. Amanda from Curly Reader just posted one, and hers is just fantastic. It's so beautiful. But at least this is something, and it's keeping me somewhat on track. So I do have plans of starting this later on next week. So I'm pretty much on track with that. Then I am on track with Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. I'm about halfway, a little more than halfway through, but I'm up to where my book club is. This is my Facebook book club group, and we kind of read 100 pages per week, so to speak. So for this next weekend, I'll just need 100 more and then just finish it for the rest. So I am on track with that. This book is interesting, but I don't feel like it's my cup of tea. And the reason why I'm saying that, and I'll obviously give fuller reviews in my wrap up, but right now I'm just feeling so I thought this was going to be a true crime, nonfiction book, because it is nonfiction, but it's just, to me, it's a little, the characters and everything, it just seems a little outrageous to me, and there is a lot of dialogue in here, so to me that seems a little odd. Like, it's not like you recorded all these conversations, so I feel like it's kind of, a lot of it is kind of made up or even kind of exaggerated. So for me, it's really hard to consider this a nonfiction, and it is, but it's just a little too out there for me. So I don't know, maybe when I finish it, I'll feel differently, but right now I'm just kind of like a 3 for me right now. So that I am on track with. And then I have Graceling, which I'm in chapter 14, which is about 145 pages in. I do want to finish this today as well, which, as you can see with my paper towel bookmark, I have a lot yet to read. However, compared to my little tiny writing in Jane Eyre, this writing is a lot bigger. So I feel like with my new bookmark way of reading, I may be able to actually finish this as well. So I would like to finish Graceling today. And then actually, now that I'm here pulling books off, I did finish another book. I finished the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. I started this on the Wine and Cheese reading social that Rainy Day Reads and Elaine Howland hosted last weekend. I did read this over that weekend, and I really liked this book. I did give it a 5. I did end up watching the Netflix movie and was not pleased. I'm actually, because I have seen the movie for Little Prince and then the movie for this, there is also a movie obviously for Jane Eyre, and there's a movie for Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. So I think what I'm going to do is actually watch those other movies as well, and then do a separate video for book 2 movie adaptations, and let you know what I thought between the two. Quick spoiler, I did not like the movie for Guernsey. But anywho, moving on. Don't fret. I will talk about the movie by itself, and I will talk about the book by itself, and then them put together, and you'll see why I may not have liked them. But definitely gave this 5 stars. I really liked it. I have never read epistolary fiction before. I adored it. I really loved it. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I'll talk more about it on my wrap-up, but I did finish that one. Then I have not yet gotten to Jane Eyre Laid Bare. I wanted to get to that today after I finished Jane Eyre and Graceling. So I'm hoping that after I'm done doing some videos here, that maybe I can really slam into a good chunk of reading time and get into these books. But I have not yet gotten to Jane Eyre Laid Bare. I have not yet gotten to What Alice Forgot, but according to my plan here, I don't mean to start this until I think next weekend. So I think I'm still good on that. And then I wanted to start Garden Spells today as well. So hopefully I can get into this and Jane Eyre Laid Bare as long as I can finish Jane Eyre and Graceling. So I am, if you can't tell, super behind, I feel. I need to get a rein on these and get going. And before I forget, I have been forgetting to mention my big chunkster of a book, London. If you remember in my 2020 reading goals, this was a book that I wanted to read for the full year, and my plan was to read 100 pages every month. Now, I am behind. However, I am doing quite good. Now, I'm actually doing this as a buddy read with Laura from Book Bubbler, and we have really been enjoying it. There are portions that were like, meh, but overall, we've been having a lot of fun reading this. It's definitely something that we both really enjoy as we love this country and everything that kind of came about to, you know, the building of the UK, and it's just been fascinating. Right now we're both in the section titled The Tower, which if you are familiar with the Tower of London, that's where Anne Boleyn lost her head. So yeah, so we're really excited. We try to read this at least once a week with each other so that we can kind of discuss it. So we'll be reading more of this later on today. and we then discuss it a little bit. So we are quite behind. I'm currently on page 243, and if we're in April, by the end of this month, we should be up to page 500. So we're about 250 pages behind where we're supposed to be, but we think we're going to be okay. The first 2 months we didn't read it all, and then we really made a plan to read together as opposed to just coming and talking about it, and we're doing good. So I'm glad that I finally remembered to say something. Every wrap up, I'm just like, oh, I forgot to talk about London. Okay, guys, I'm doing okay with London. It is still here. It is still being read, and I'm gonna get this done this year. So that is all I can say on that. Other than that, just been kind of reading, getting stuff done, watching some movies. Netflix put on the Gerard Butler movies that I love, but they don't have the second one. So Olympus Has Fallen is one of my favorite action movies. I love that. It has Aaron Eckhart in it, and Morgan Freeman, and Gerard Butler. Oh, it's so good. So they have Olympus Has Fallen, and then they have Angel Has Fallen, which I have not yet seen. I'm really excited to watch that. But then they don't have London Has Fallen, which is right smack dab in the middle, and that one is so good. So anywho, that's what I've been doing, just hanging out, doing that kind of thing. Today I'm gonna switch up my shower curtain. I've had my shower curtain for a really long time, like 10 or 12 years. And it's kind of getting really gross, so I am going to toss that, and I have a new one, and I'm going to put that up, and then it'll look great. So, not that you needed to know that, but hey, you know, in case you ask, that's what I'm doing today. So hopefully I can get that reading done. If you want to follow me to see where my progression is, you can check me out on Instagram. I usually post, you know, my weekend TBRs and where I'm reading and when I finish things. So if you're that eager to find out what Danny's doing, check out Instagram. So yeah, that's all I have. I am feeling really confident now that I have a book of it all written down. And yeah, I'm excited to get this done. I've already, as you can tell, have started my May TBR. So I'm excited about that as well. It has a lot of really great books on there. And yeah, anyhow, that's all I have for you guys today. If you are still here and you are still watching and you have not yet subscribed, hello, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because hey, boy, you're already there, so do it. And check you out next time. You guys know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.